All right, so before we wrap up, I know you mentioned you were working at Gamblet and you had some problems there. Um, have you ever had any other jobs before that?
Yeah, I was a customer service rep at an oil company. It's called Griffith
Griffiths?
Energy, yeah. And I worked in the office for a couple years, and then I actually worked from home for a year. So I was there like 3 years total.
Okay. And why did you leave that job?
Honestly, it was just really hard. It was very mentally draining.
What was it?
People are not the nicest when they're ordering their oil, or it's also when COVID happened, so like the oil prices were really high and you get screamed at by old men. So it was a very toxic job just because of the customers itself, not for me.
Sounds like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, like you just couldn't handle the rude customers.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Probably,
and I'm
very often.
I'm a very sensitive person, so
Okay.
just did not work out.
And one more job. Let me get something else before you worked at Griffith.
I was a salesperson at a pool company, Clark's Swimming Pools in Seaford, Delaware.
What was it called?
Clark's Pools.
Clark's Pools.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you do there? You were
I was a salesperson.
Salesperson. How long did you work at Clark's?
For half a year.
Half a year. And what made you leave that job?
It was very, very toxic.
It's
a family-owned company, and it was just a bunch of drama with everyone there. I got involved with one of the other employees, and it just did not work out. And
yeah, that seems like it would be awkward.
It was very awkward, uncomfortable, and yes,
okay.
I had to leave there.
So it was family operated. You got involved with somebody in there. Now, I know I asked you about some of substances, and I know you mentioned you experienced with cannabis and hallucinogens a few times. Now, you never abused your benzos, I know. You had mentioned.
Yeah.
But there were some times where you took more than prescribed because you felt as though you needed it.
And that was because I was in a very toxic relationship before the one that I'm currently in.
Okay.
It was really bad, which is the reason I was on acid and did the shrooms and stuff. Like, he was the one that introduced me to all of that. And he made my anxiety so bad to the point I felt like I could not function. So I was smoking weed every day. And then I was taking the Xanax, and I just felt like I kept needing it because I was always so amped up because of him.
Okay. Now, was that relationship, I know you said it was toxic, but was it abusive at all in any way?
He was emotionally abusive.
Emotionally abusive.
He kept cheating on me.
Alright. And then, what about any nicotine use?
Yeah, I vaped since I was like in 8th grade. I just quit a year ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
I know that's very hard to do.
It's very hard. That could probably be one of the reasons why my anxiety is always like, because I used it as like a coping method.
Right, yeah. I think, I feel like nicotine is one of the hardest things to overcome, right? So congrats to you for doing that. It's been over a year, you said?
Yes.
Good. Alright. And okay. I think that's all I have for you.